Good morning children, this is Mrs. Shobana. Now we are going to see about changes around us. Already we have seen in the last session and today we are going to see about the continuation of the lesson. Lesson changes around us and take page number 69 of your science book. Okay, so what is photolysis? Photolysis, what is photolysis? In atmosphere, the ultraviolet rays from the sun break ozone molecules in the stratosphere into oxygen and atomic oxygen. This atomic oxygen again combines with molecular oxygen to form ozone. This process is called as photolysis. Okay, oxygen in the atmosphere combines again with molecular oxygen to form ozone. The formula of ozone is O3. Okay, formula of oxygen is O2. Okay, this O2 combines with O. O is atomic oxygen. So atomic oxygen O plus molecular oxygen O2. These two combines to form O3, ozone. This is called as photolysis. This is for your information. Okay. Next one is, what is photochemistry? Photochemistry is the branch of chemistry that deals with chemical reactions involving light. Chemical reactions which are taken place in the presence of light is called as photochemistry. Okay. Next one is we are going to see is chemical reaction based on catalysis. Catalyst. The thing is catalysis. Okay. What is a catalyst? If A reacts with B, sometimes the reaction will not take place. So X, we have to put X in the reaction that to induce the reaction to form the product. So that X is known as catalyst. Okay. Do you like cakes and buns? Definitely we all like cakes and buns. Okay. Have you ever questioned about why idli batter prepared by your mother turns into sour taste after few hours? Okay, while the freshly prepared batter means idli flour. Okay, flour means it is in solid state. Batter means it is in a semi-solid state. It is in a semi-solid state. So it should be called as batter. Okay, so while preparing the batter, after some time it will have a sour taste. Why? The answer for your questions is fermentation. Some kind of reaction takes place in that idli batter. Okay, it is a chemical reaction. It is a chemical reaction in which a substance is decomposed with the help of yeast or bacteria to give simpler products. Okay, so which makes the batter to have the sour taste? Yeast. Okay, the yeast, and this process is called as fermentation. Yeast, because of the yeast, the batter has become a sour taste and it is ready to make idli or dosa, whatever you want. In case of yeast, the enzymes released by the yeast makes the reaction faster. So in this case, yeast is the enzymes which makes the reaction faster, and in this case the yeast is the catalyst. Okay, like this in industry, some chemical substances are used to alter the speed of a chemical reaction. Things which are needed to alter the speed of a chemical reaction is called as catalyst. Okay, metallic iron is used in the catalyst in the manufacture of ammonia. This is a chemical reaction. This is a biological reaction. Okay, yeast is the catalyst in which makes the flour to sour taste. It is called as fermentation, and it is a biological reaction, and this is a chemical reaction, preparation of manufacture of ammonia in the presence of iron as a catalyst. Okay, iron as a catalyst. In Vanaspati ghee preparation, finely divided nickel is used as a catalyst. Which is used as a catalyst in preparation of Vanaspati? Finely divided nickel is used as a catalyst. So these are the examples for catalyst. Thus the speed of the certain reaction is influenced by the catalyst, and such reactions are called as catalytic reaction. Reaction in which catalysts are involved are known as catalytic reaction. Can you understand? So far we have seen photolysis, biochemistry, and now catalyst. What is a catalyst? Okay. Enzymes and yeasts are called as biocatalysts. Next page. Okay. So, effects of chemical reactions. So far we have seen about chemical reactions. What are the effects of chemical reaction? We know that every chemical reaction requires a specific condition to occur. Not all the chemical reactions occurs in all the climatic temperatures. Okay, every chemical reaction requires a specific condition. Okay, it requires a specific condition. When chemical reactions takes place, there will be production of heat, light, sound, pressure, etc. Let us discuss these effects elaborately. Now we are going to see how a chemical reaction is affected by heat, light, sound, pressure, etc. Okay, effects of chemical reaction. Effects of chemical reaction. There are 4 types of chemical reactions: biological effects, environmental effects, production of heat, light, sound and pressure, evolution of gas, change in color and change in state. First we are going to see about this biological effect. Biological effect: spoilage of food and vegetable. Food spoilage may be defined as any change that causes food unfit for human consumption. If we cannot eat that food, that is called as that food has been spoiled. Okay, spoilage of food and vegetables. The chemical reactions catalyzed by the enzyme results in degradation of food quality, such as development of bad tastes and odor, deterioration and loss of nutrients. Okay, degradation of food quality. Degradation of food quality, such as development of bad taste and odor, deterioration and loss of nutrients. When this has happened, this food is said to be spoilage of food and vegetables. For example, we are seeing rotten eggs develop a bad smell due to the formation of hydrogen sulfide gas. Decaying of vegetables and fruits due to microbes. Okay, these are called as spoilage of food. Next one is rancidity of fish and meat. Okay, fishes and meat containing high level of polyunsaturated fatty acids that undergo oxidation causes bad odor when exposed to air or light. This process is called as rancidity. Spoilage of fishes and meat are called as rancidity because of the polyunsaturated fatty acids. Polyunsaturated fatty acids, they undergo oxidation and it causes rancidity, big spoilage of fish and meat. Okay. And next, apples and fruits turn brown when they cut. If we cut an apple and if we keep it aside for some time, the oxygen in the moisture reacts with the apple and it makes the apple brown in color. So let us see here. Apples and some fruits turn brown due to the chemical reaction with the oxygen in the air. This chemical reaction is called as browning. What is that? Browning. The cells of apples, fruits and other vegetables contain an enzyme called polyphenol oxidase. What is it? Polyphenol oxidase, which makes this browning. Okay, or triosynase, that when in contact with oxygen catalyzes a biochemical reaction of plants phenolic compounds to brown pigments known as melanins. Okay, these are the causes of apple and fruit to turn brown when it is cut. And next we are going to see about environmental effects. Environment is the place around you that comprises both living and non-living things. Environment means there is living things and non-living things together. Our environment provides air to breathe, water to drink and the land to produce food. Due to human activities like industries, increasing number of automobiles, etc., our environment is badly affected nowadays. So there is an unwanted change in physical, chemical and biological properties of the environment. Because of the increased human activities and industries and automobiles, our environment is facing a lot of problems, and the first main problem is pollution. The substances which cause these changes are called as pollutants. Pollution is caused by pollutants. Generally, there are three types of pollutions. What are the three types of pollution? Air pollution, water pollution and land pollution. Due to increasing human activities, lot of chemical substances are produced artificially which harm all the living and non-living things. Okay. So, what are the environmental effects means? The land is being affected because of pollutants, and now in this lesson we are going to see what is pollution and what are pollutants and what are the types of pollutions: air pollution, water pollution and land pollution. Okay, now let us see what are the types of pollution. First we are going to see about air pollution. What are the chemical substances responsible for the pollution? First thing is carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, oxides of sulfur, oxides of nitrogen, chlorofluorocarbons, methane, etc. These are the chemical substances which are responsible for air pollution. And because of this air pollution, what are the effects? Acid rain, global warming, respiratory problems, etc. Okay, you have to memorize this. Next one is water pollution. How water pollution is being caused? Wastewater containing chemical substances from dyeing industries and detergents and oil spillage from the ships. Oil spillage is from the ship into the sea, and we are using more detergents in rivers, and we are dropping the waste in the rivers which are used for drinking. So because of this, water pollution is being caused. And what are the effects of the water pollution? Decrease in quality of water, skin diseases, okay, and some microbial diseases also caused because of water pollution. Next one is land pollution. How land pollution is caused? Fertilizers like urea, pesticides, herbicides, okay, because of the pesticides and herbicides, the land is being polluted. And what are the effects of land pollution? Spoilage of land, cancer, respiratory diseases are caused. Okay, these are the three types of air pollution. And what are they? Air pollution, water pollution, land pollution, and these are the chemical substances responsible for the pollution, and these are the effects which are involved in pollutions. Okay, thank you so much, and if you have any doubt you can ask me. I will give you some worksheets in the end of the class. Thank you.